Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at people who got married and realized it was a mistake. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. 2 months in, he told me I was too fat and will no longer be having sex with me. I lost 75 pounds in 3 months by doing it the wrong way, and he told me he was already seeing someone else. He seemed surprised my parents would no longer pay his bills and was kicked out their property 30 days later per laws of my state. Wow, this actually makes me so mad. Oh, I hate this guy so much. I don't care who you are, you're trash. Like, you got married to her and you made her think that you loved her, and in the end you're gonna be like, sorry, you're too fat for me. And he even has the audacity to even think that her parents will continue to pay his bills. Not my story, but a fraternity brother of my husband had a marriage that lasted maybe 100 days before they split. Apparently, she didn't internalize that marrying a military person would mean moving around, and he just assumed she knew and was good with it. This is why you need to communicate. But both of them were just assuming. They were like, yeah, he'll understand me. Yeah, she'll understand it. Well, they're not gonna if you guys don't talk about it. You know, this is why I feel like most relationships fail, is because they don't talk about their problems. And, you know, if you have a problem with something, just talk about it first. Because if you hold it in until you burst, there's like no going back. When she cheated on me for the 3rd time in 10 months, because for some reason the first 2 didn't convince me. Man, I feel like he was just like blinded by love or something. You get married and then they cheat on you 3 times during the 10 months? What? On our honeymoon, she didn't want to do anything but fight. So I left 2 days early to be with my dog. Then she stopped wearing her ring and refused to tell people she was married, referring to me as her boyfriend instead. The final straw was when my grandpa was dying and she said, I wish he'd hurry up and just die already. I'm tired of this apartment being so depressing all the time. Made it 4 months in all before filing for divorce. Wow. I feel like some people exist just to make people angry, you know? Like, she didn't have to say that, right? But she said it. I don't get it. Why would you say that in front of someone? But I'm glad they split up because she just seems so toxic. And I'm so glad he chose the dog too. I had 2 good friends who were brothers. They were party animals, out drinking at bars all the time, sleeping with different women every weekend. They just loved the whole bachelor lifestyle. And to be honest, I was a bit jealous of the fun they were having. I was in a longer term relationship for many years. Eventually, the younger brother settled down and got engaged to a really nice girl. Something broke in the older brother's mind and he suddenly was in some sort of race to get married before his younger brother. He kept living the bachelor lifestyle, but then one day announced to us all he was engaged to be married, and with his fiancée, they'd set a wedding date to be married 6 months before his younger brother. None of us ever met this girl before we found out he was engaged. When we did meet her, it was clear he'd not been open with her about his lifestyle. She was a very prim and proper lady, very shy and quiet. They worked together, so she only knew the professional side of him. Over the months leading to the wedding, his partying kept going. He was cheating on her with one-night stands, but she was oblivious. Our group of friends told him he needed to tell her what he was doing, but he refused. Wow, he thinks marriage is a game. Seriously, he's racing to get married just because his younger brother is getting married. I was nominated to be the one to tell her before it was too late. I met her for coffee and told her how he was cheating on her. She was genuinely taken aback, but she told me to my face she was still going to marry him and that she could change him. I left with a clear conscience after that. Interesting. Oh no, I hate it when people say that. Oh, this is just like when you tell your friend about like the red flags of the guy that she's dating, and then she's like, nah, I can change him. I got this. I can change him to be a better man. And then like later they just break up. I feel like if someone were to change, you shouldn't be the one to change them. You know, they should want to change themselves, because no matter what you say, no matter what you do, they're not going to change just because you say it. They're gonna change because they really want to change. Fast forward to their wedding day, and it is an absolute mess. He is drunk before the reception even starts and passes out in a corner sometime after dinner. As I am leaving, I say goodbye to his bride, and I can see it in her eyes, the definition of regret. They ended up being together for exactly 1 year. Her final straw was when she really wanted to go out for a special brunch for the 1 year anniversary. She made plans at a fancy place. He told her he was going out to party the night before, but would be home in time to get some sleep before the anniversary started. He ended up hooking up with some chick he picked up at the bar, and when he finally made it home the next afternoon, his wife had packed her bags and left. I felt bad for her at first, but then I remembered how I laid everything on the table with her and she still did it. I've never seen or spoken to her again. My friend ended up repeating his pattern. He is on his 4th marriage now, but does seem to have finally settled down this time. I feel bad for her, but at the same time I don't, after the friend told her everything. You know, she could have left. She could have left. Why did she stay with him after knowing he was cheating? And it's not like they've been together for long either. I'm just surprised that she still wanted to marry him even after knowing that he was cheating. Like, I feel like I would understand it a bit if they were married already and she wanted to fix the marriage. But the thing is, they were just dating back then. This is hard. I guess feelings, right? You just can't help but feelings. When you're so in love, you just want to be with that person no matter what they do. I can't relate. I supported us working full-time with an 1 hour commute each way. She complained about having to pick me up at the Vanpool stop after work because it was happy hour at the bars. Sorry babe, I can't pick you up because it's happy hours at the bar. Bye. You can just sleep on the streets for tonight, okay? Bye-bye. Not me, but my ex-girlfriend a few years ago. Before we met, she was dating a guy for about 7 years or so. Due to family pressures, tradition, etc., she went and got married to the guy. They went home in separate cars because she said they both realized it was a mistake. Lived with her cousins for 6 months because she was scared to tell her parents. Oh my goodness. Wow. Don't do this to your kids. Like, make sure they're happy first. You know, like, talk to them or something. I don't know. This is so bad. I don't like this. Like, talk to your kid whether their partner is treating them well or not. Don't just get them to marry just because. That's actually sad, you know. Parents just wanting their kids to get married because it's tradition and they don't even care if their kids are happy or not. To be honest, I didn't really want to be married to her. However, she was determined to get married by age 24 regardless. And at that time, I had significant difficulties saying no. I was working 60 plus odd hours a week in a kitchen to help pay for everything, and I was struggling with my mental health at the time, and we grew further and further apart emotionally. I found out less than 5 months into the marriage that she had been unfaithful to me for at least a year. So 6 to 7 months before the wedding, while she had been planning it, she had been sleeping with other people. While she had been putting serious pressure on me to provide money for her dream wedding, why was she so determined to get married then if she wasn't going to stay loyal? What the heck? Oh, she wanted him to just give her the monies? Wasn't my marriage, but I am involved in this story. Basically, my ex-girlfriend's boss left with his wife on their honeymoon because she and him were having an affair. They had the wedding and flew off to Bali, but he was sneaking off into the bathroom to send my then girlfriend pictures from his honeymoon. I saw one of the pictures and confronted her. She admitted to it and messaged him back to tell him that I had found out. My understanding is that he basically came out of the bathroom, told his wife, I think this was a mistake. We shouldn't have gotten married, got on a plane and flew home. Left her there on her own honeymoon, with no explanation. In the end, I had to be the one to go over to her place and tell her what had really happened because he wouldn't own up to it. So I think the marriage lasted all about 3 days. Oh, he just ran away. What the heck? Are you kidding me? He didn't even want to tell her, you know? He didn't even want to own up to his own mistake. He let someone else tell her. Well, happened to my friends. Husband suggests an open marriage. Girl for some reason agrees. Fast forward 3 months into being married. He gets jealous because they find a hot guy and the girl likes the guy better than her husband. They lasted 6 months. Why would you suggest it then if you were gonna get jealous? He thought he was gonna have like the benefit in that relationship, you know, but in the end, the tables turned. Turntables. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.